something very calming at water. go from men buying and dressed people to Please, thank you so much.
No, I was over.
Just with them like Amy Winehouse and all, I reckon she's still like sometimes they fake the death of all these celebrities. And I don't want to say video like who it is, but she was with the heavy makeup and hair dye thing, and onto the actual person made us have been to Amy Winehouse was still like thing. And then to say that some gay and Trump would say something like well, she lives on in her heart in her music and quite big next people know when it sort of comes on automatically as outdoor music and the people's faces and places it's all over it's all over this market, you know, because I shouldn't explain on here, but when the Saudis are taking over, it goes to the ownership changes, doesn't it? I shouldn't be saying too much in videos today, but it's going to be an improvement in the generally. It's so good. Jealous has been already chocolate. It's that easy, you know, but then once it's done, it sort of goes back to like the ownership of the market changes, all the shops close, and that's why it makes it easy. The good sort of like destroying the people that support you. Like they set you up to do that. Time and time again they do this. And they want, you know, the ownership to change or whatever. They just do that. It's like a sort of need to have the edge. So they will tell you to do something, you won't sort of question whether that's moral, something you would just do, whatever. You know, sort of. So I take guitar. Key. Sorry. Yes. Thought I've still got something like that. Probably would be as well some kayaks down. I wonder about our kayak. You can hire like a kayak, I think, different age groups. I think if you're an adult, there's certain days you can, otherwise it's mostly for regulars or for schools, things like that. They might be worth checking out. Or alternatively, they're probably at different places to hire boats from them. Yeah. So you can already see that's not going to be, that's for a certain type of person or a certain age group, or pre-booked in advance. That's not going to be somewhere that it's going to be easy to hire a boat from. I'm going to switch off in a minute anyway, only for one day. There's been but they'd be thankful we're like we are, because if we were like it was in their country, that where they couldn't do something like that, they come here to do it and we worship it, literally. Or in America, say, like most of the countries, I suppose it's where honest with me, it's stateside really, but that's another place to get kayaks from. Imagine you check the book groups. I don't think you could go on your own without all the training and things like that, so I'm not sure that it's that easier place if you actually wanted to just go and hire a boat. I don't think you could. I think you'd have to go through all sorts of training to get boats from them and do a sort of course where they train you how to use it, then you're regular. Where you can then like hire the boats pretty much whenever, once they know you think that's how it works. Like not somewhere to just kind of sort of hire a boat for the day. They're more strict about it. They took it where the highest level of security and strictness and things like that. And it's okay that's how it's going to be. They're going to say these types of things now. And be an ultra conservative sort of hippie elite. So I was saying, we're the hippies with the high visibility clothing we wear at work. Railway hippies. And hippies are like hippies in England. They wear like high vis. To overload of hippie culture of algae in the canal. I think it's a great place to get splashed But the water looks a bit as if there's algae in there. Oh. There's eels in there, like hunger eels. The eels, people are scared of the eels, aren't they? The electric eels, they carry like a fear charge, don't they? I'd like to have this here. There's more of a regular sort of boat service, but it's more like a bus. Without the commentary or anything, just the means of going from A to B, that'd be better. Otherwise it's a bit of a palaver, isn't it? Because it'd be all the thing about how to book for it and everything. I think these boats just stay. I don't know if they're actually the upper reaches where it goes into, this is the Grand Union, this is the, well, what's the one past Wheelston when it goes up there, and then it's not so much easily navigable, is it? Because it's more seldom used. That's a nice boat. Seen better days, obviously, but it's a nice design of boat, nice class of boat. Classification of boat type. Sorry, class of boat. All boats are boats. Days I could, because I think it's a bit of a waste to me. Given the chance, if it was more accessible. It's about £20 to go to Little Venice, I think. So that's just expensive, at least to get. So, see it from the perspective of boats on the canal, boats on the woods. That's a floating Chinese restaurant. They call it like a floating. That's actually a boat. Floats. Walk down there. There's traffic there. Oh, so fun. Worldly quick. Could all be almost be Rome. Hope. Go first. Bit of traffic.
If we were still on top speed, those boats that are moored up ahead of us, they would have moved so much we would break their ropes. We would not get anything off their shells.
That's so bird over here. I'm pretty sure it's a bird over here. Can't see any birds though.
That's a statue anyway.
Yeah, I know that one is.
To get a sneak preview. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Oh, it's a some type of monkey. Entertaining monkeys. See the way they have all the boats coming one way. Then I suppose when they make the return journey or the outward journey, then all four of those boats would, the big boats, would go in the same direction, and you'd have sort of individual kayaks, smaller boats that would have to have a licence. I think the licence is about £50 a year, so that's all you need to operate a small boat on a canal. Okay, a bit further down there is Regent's Park. It reaches Little Village. We go down there anyway because it's such a nice walk, such a nice day. And there's some houses, but alongside the outer circle, they're like diplomatic residences that could almost be Rome down here, that you walk past and see the sort of gardens of the places where diplomats stay, or a lot of the actual heads of state will stay in some of the houses next to the canal, some of the big mansions down here. That we'll come across in a few minutes. I'm going to end up around St John's Wood, if you want to check on a map. You can see approximately where we are between Regent's Park and St John's Wood. And then train spotters. Things. So a nice day, sunshine, it's quite golden. effect of this golden sunlight. Shade. Right, here's some of those houses we're talking about. Residences of the super elite on the outer circle, with gardens or facing onto the canal. Almost could be Rome, couldn't it? I think that's the home of foreign dignitary, where the head of state of that country could stay there, whichever country it is. More pink than we need. Makes you want to get wet for it. There's another. So they know the value of living next to water. And it seems like all the actual residences of foreign heads of state are here rather than the actual embassies of every country. But this is where the leaders of pretty much everywhere would sort of have a residence and stay, as well as other places, so you'd never know exactly where they were. Or it could be they stayed both 2 or 3, 4 places at the same time during these state visits. I'm sure it's a place that this was originally based on, and that's a copy of a grand old ancient sort of garden or mansion or something. So if I go that side, sort of, in a way, sorry about that. Like that. There's a chance you could see perhaps whichever billionaire or world leader stays there, they might come down those stairs. There'd be a chance, but that's nice to be able to do this walk today, because I only came out to buy curry powder, just the missing ingredients to make these. So, like, I wouldn't say curry, it's just, you know, in the style of an Indian meal with rice and chicken and etc. to do. So this walk is a bit of a detour. One signet it's at Canal Geese. Goes pigeons. Alright, probably a good place to cut the walk now, because we end up at the as far as we can go private moorings down there. That's whatever, good party. and they come what goes on a Friday, Saturday night, I don't know. Surely it's the same side. Next bit towards it, so we're not going to do it today, but down towards Vale, Paddington, and Canal goes up to Wheelston, then Paddington Base and other TV studios and the Battleship building, things like that. It seems to be open. I think it's open to the public. You can just walk through.
Having a good day.
That's it. Yeah. Public access along this towpath. I didn't know that. Okay, so let's do this because I've never done that before. I didn't know it was ever open to public, but you can see it is. So. There's a surprise instead of anything. We can walk, and this comes out sort of where a company does not make a veil. I don't care about actually through here before. I don't think it's like public. That's a bonus. If you love canal boats. I certainly do. I don't know much about them. The people who kind of raised on boats, they're a bit neater, we're just admirers of that. I hope supporters at some stage.
What? I thought there was free lunch.
No, that's one thing there isn't. Yeah, it's weird for private schools
Bastards.
not to have free lunch.
So,
But it's
I'm
okay.
going to complain on your behalf.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know if I'd be able to have it anyway, but I think something like that. Early.
this is great, a first for me. And in some of the other videos on my channel, our channel, the channel, from up there you can see the actual boats from that side of it, and they were down here, so where I didn't think this was ever open to public, but it is, so let's continue. Okay. I'll be going up here in a minute, where the walk will conclude. Right, that's it. Thanks for watching. Cheers. See you next time.